In this episode, Brandi from Storage Wars returns. She brings some friends, and we make our first ever viewer-submitted cocktail. This show is already looking like it's going to be a wild ride. Let's go. Aloha and welcome back to Spike's Breezeway Cocktail Hour. Brandi from Storage Wars is back. You remember her last time on the show? We drank a lot. It was a good time. But the reason she's back on the show is because she and her group of podcast associates have like this whole plan of touring the world in a van to go see tiki bars. All kinds of bars, but also tiki bars. I would love to welcome back to the show Brandi and her friends Hammer and Adam. Hi, Brandi.
Hi.
Welcome back to Spike's Breezeway Cocktail Hour.
Thank you
It's
so
my
much.
first time, and I need another cocktail.
Keep coming this way.
Thanks, guys.
Come on, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Not.
Well, Spike, thank you for having us on. We could not be more excited to pop into this Costa Mesa paradise that we get to enjoy here.
And I got to tell you, Spike's place is absolutely cool as hell, guys. You want to drop into the tiki zone? You got to come to Spike's house.
I literally have been preaching this to everyone because Spike has the coolest house ever.
We're in the
Okay.
tiki zone now.
No.
You
no.
guys have a podcast, right? Called
Happening now
Or
with
whatever.
Hammer.
Happening now with Hammer.
It's very Orange County, Newport Beach centric, right?
Yep, it's we're big snobs. We got Brandi on there, and you know that's how we roll. We do
White linen
white
outfit.
linen boy.
Come on,
No,
Miami
He is the
Vice.
big
We know who
snob.
we're following.
Adam and I. Adam is just like a poor surfer kid, and I'm.
Oh yeah, poor surfer kid.
I'm
Let's
humble
go
as
with that.
shit from life. But this one, 16 burner stove and whatever the
Eight.
f he talks about.
Listen, guys.
Anyway, I brought them here to make Spike uncomfortable. I apologize about that. But anyway, Adam is cool.
And honestly, appreciating
we
everything
just-
of what you made
we
us,
just
which is
wanted to talk
and this
about.
glass.
One at a time, please, for God's sake. So if you've ever seen their show, or if you want to go watch their show, they dive into like popular topics, right?
It's all about Brandi.
popular topics with unpopular opinions.
Yeah.
Check us out at Happening Now with Hammer.
Yeah, it's rad. It's a fun show to watch. And a lot of it is cocktail centric.
Absolutely.
But one of like the main things that I'm interested in is this tour bus that you are building right now.
Well, guilty of that. We bought a 40-foot bus, and we're going to do 50 bars in 50 days. And we're doing tiki bars, so that's why we're here today. You're the guy that knows tiki bars.
I do.
So we're going to pick your brain so you can tell us where we need to go.
Okay.
I need send help. Anyone?
The
Take your medication, you'll be fine.
my gosh.
Beg and plead for your sympathy.
Somebody control Brandi from Storage Wars. So what are the bars that you have on the list for your tour?
So, those are some we're really excited about, particularly some of the standout tiki bars here in Orange County. Like Stowaway, Lost Inferno, and Royal Hawaiian are three that I'm really excited
Have
about.
you been to the Royal Hawaiian since it's been remodeled?
No,
No.
I
I
saw
heard
you
it's
had
pretty
been.
cool.
I saw you had been there, and I
Stowaway.
wanted to hear a little bit about your first impression so far.
So I was there when they were building it, and my buddy Notch built the place. They spent a fortune.
So this guy must have a lot of knowledge on
Yeah, he's the guy.
this. He's the guy.
He's the
okay.
guy. Yeah, he's one of the say 3 or 4 guys that really are the ones. I would say that it's probably one of the most well-appointed, beautiful tiki bars in the country.
Nice.
Right here in Laguna Beach.
Yeah.
And actually, I think that's what Laguna Beach deserved. I mean, you go to the Royal Hawaiian before, and it was just kind of, it started to fall apart, and
Kind of old.
and you know, I mean, like, but you still appreciated it, and you still went.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the fact that they've just reinvented it and brought like this whole other level, and I'm so excited to just enter that space.
At the end of
And
the day,
good.
Spike, what you're
So good.
what you're doing?
Anyway, it's such a lovely, it's an entrance. But
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
hold
I
her
know.
right for a minute. Hold on. At the end of the day, Spike,
Yes.
what you're doing, and to bring this thing and keep it going, because a lot of the younger folks, they don't even know this.
Yeah.
They've never experienced this.
well, it's a speakeasy type situation now where people don't really know anything about it.
I think the dog's calling me.
Another location
Maybe
we were
it's
looking at
Jesus.
was the Bamboo Club in Long Beach.
Sure,
Oh,
yeah.
there you go.
Which I think is a good, like, kind of long-standing cornerstone of tiki culture in Orange County.
Yeah, I think it's maybe 5 years old now.
Okay, I was totally
What's
off
the
base with
oldest
how
tiki
long
bar
I'd seen
in
it there.
California?
It's called Trader Sam
Trader Sam.
in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
It's kind of degraded into kind of a college frat bar kind of thing, but there's still elements of the original
So it's
structure.
lost its zest.
Yeah, from what I understand, the owners want to bring it kind of back to what it was.
I mean, SF is one of those meccas
Yeah.
of tiki bar culture. There's one
where it
right
started.
off of Mint Hill. I want to say, I forget whether it's called Lost Resort. Is that the one I'm thinking of with the black doors that you go in and then the bars like the crashed airplane?
Yeah.
That one is all time to me. I was going tiki bar hopping, moving some buddies up as somebody got a job at Thrasher, or there were a couple issues with the U-Haul, I remember, but that was one of the first stops on the night, and we could not have kicked it off better. So
Yeah.
shout out to you guys, you're doing it right.
San Francisco has like all kinds of incredible tiki bars. Also, San Diego is another one of those places. I think Orange County is finally starting to
False
catch up.
Idol. I mean, there's some really f***ing cool bars in there. Spike's Breezeway is actually one of my favorite.
I do think it's about time that Orange County caught up to our northern and southern neighbors.
Right.
Because we have places like Billy's that really represent the Mai Tai without
Billy's,
bringing the rest of
absolutely.
this background to it.
Right.
And so I want to know a little bit from you, what places within Orange County do you think are worth us getting a couple parking tickets and learning from the
Visiting.
owners while we talk to them on the bus?
I would say Strongwater is probably at
Strongwater's-
the top of that.
Okay.
And Anaheim is fantastic.
It's fantastic. It is one of the
so cool.
the best cocktail bars probably in America. They do tiki in a very escapist, like dark and dangerous kind of way.
Nice.
It's like my favorite aspect of tiki is that dark danger kind of thing.
And
Yeah.
they have like a whole pirate room,
I just want that ball rolling down the thing that Harrison
it's
Ford is running
so
on.
cool.
Right.
The place is so cool. I mean, their cocktails are amazing,
Mm-hmm.
and just the experience. It's a small spot, but I mean, like I think all tiki bars are meant to be like a small spot because you don't want a lot of people in your space, especially when you're trying to make this very intricate cocktail, or these very like these lovely little. Like it's just appetizers. It's never like a large meal.
Guys, we're gonna take
But
a
those
break now to
intricate-
get a new cocktail.
That's why the bars are small, and that's why they don't allow many people in there.
He is in need of a new cocktail, so
He's in need of a.
But thank you so much for the brief introduction that we had,
Yeah.
and we'll be excited to get back into it in just a few minutes.
Okay, well, wasn't that fun? While the others are off refreshing their drinks, we're gonna make a viewer-submitted cocktail for the first time ever on the show. I've asked our Patreon members to send in recipes that they've come up with themselves. We got about 30 different submissions, and from those 30, I narrowed it down to 3. I took those 3 and I put them on Instagram and put it up to a vote. 909 people voted on this. The cocktail was invented by one of our own Patreon members, Matthew Tepford. It's called the Tiki Tea Punch. Tiki Tea Punch. Not the Tiki Tea. The Tiki Tea Punch. Yeah, I was really excited about doing this drink because it involves tea syrup. What? So, for this cocktail, we'll be using limes, apricot liqueur, tea syrup, Appleton 12, and Dorado 12. Yeah. Okay, 1 ounce of lime juice, half an ounce of apricot liqueur. We're gonna be using this Giffard. 3/4 ounce of tea syrup. Now, Matthew specified if you're gonna make the tea syrup, you steep a bunch of black tea bags in some water and then mix 1-to-1 with simple syrup. But I just bought this stuff, so if this cocktail sucks, it's because we're not using Matthew's exact tea syrup. Oh, smells like tea. And then it's just down to the rums, and we're gonna do 1 ounce of each one of these. Dorado 12, which is a very nice Demerara, and Appleton Estate 12, which is a very nice dark Jamaican rum. Next we're gonna do is, I'm gonna make a bunch of these things off camera, but if you wanna be considered to have one of your cocktails made here on the show, just like Matthew, consider joining our Patreon. If you are interested in joining the Patreon and helping support the show, I will send you this enamel pin, just like all the members of our cast tonight will get, and you'll be first in line to buy new merch when it's released because it always sells out. In fact, tonight we are celebrating the brand new release of the green hut glass. Just like a little while ago, we did the red hut glass, but tonight we're releasing the green one. So for the first time ever, we're gonna make a cocktail in this glass. They will sell out, so get them while they're hot. Okay, I need to make 3 more of these things. All right, so we've made all 4 cocktails. We're gonna do a, wow, that's a lot. I didn't consider all of the room that was gonna take up in the shaker. Okay. Okay, quick shake. You really shouldn't shake 4 cocktails at the same time.
And you should smile when you do it.
Oh, sorry. Got John Taffer over here on that. Okay, so in the brand new Spike's Breezeway Cocktail Hour green hut glasses. Oh man. Oh geez. This is the Tiki Tea Punch. Viewer submitted. I'm very curious to see what this tastes like. Some sloppy pouring there, but we gotta get more ice to fill this up. I don't know if we're gonna have enough pebble ice to do all of these. The exciting thing about this drink is that we get to give Matthew our honest review, what we think about this cocktail, whether or not I have enough ice to fill it up. Let's see. And then we're gonna garnish these with some mint. I got this from the store, so we're just gonna take the whole bunch. We're gonna do a quick little smack. And then we're just gonna go ahead and put this in the back of the glasses. And making 4 cocktails at the same time tends to be a bit of an issue because now we're skimping the mint. This is just kind of a mess, but it's all right. It's a good time. There's that. We're gonna throw some fancy Luxardo cherries in there, even though Matthew didn't specify Luxardo.
Very expensive.
Just figure, why not? We're gonna add in some straws from Surfside Sips. If you are interested in one of these straws from Surfside Sips, enter Breezeway in the coupon code upon checkout. You get a little bit of a discount. There goes a car.
I think I need one of these fabulous cocktails.
Dude, look who's back.
Wow. Guys, listen, this guy is a master, and I can't wait to sip this thing. Come on, guys, let's taste.
Where'd
The
Adam go?
mint
I'm
is
gonna
so
go on
amazing.
outside.
Okay, there's one for you, Brandi.
Thank you,
Your
sir.
storage
Hey,
wars.
guys, this thing smells so great.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Actually, like,
Cheers.
just sitting off to the side, I could smell this mint so aggressively, and it smells so lovely, and I'm so excited.
Wow, that's a great cocktail. Guys,
Is it?
Hey, listen, you're a fan that
Oh,
that was his cocktail, right?
yeah.
Matthew, great job. I mean,
Matthew,
it's
how
very
can I be
good.
the man when you're the man? Holy shit, this is so
Matthew,
good.
Spike.
Oh my god, Spike. Matthew killed it.
It's really, really good.
Really good.
It's kind of like
Spicy.
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 Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that the
it's very
tea? Must be the tea, sir.
Yeah, it's probably the tea. Yeah.
Yeah. Super good.
Wow.
Good work, dude.
Hey guys, you guys keep letting my boy Spike know what you want him to make, and let's keep tasting them. Because Matthew, this is great.
Oh, no. We did get about like 30 submissions, something like that, on cocktails. So there's plenty of cocktails to do. Very excited about going through a lot of those things. But for now, I would say that the Tiki Tea Punch, super good.
Oh my god,
Super good.
Matthew. I think you nailed it.
Yeah, Matthew, thank you for the suggestion. Spike, thank you for the bartending and putting this whole thing together.
This cocktail made up for every dumb thing I hammered said today.
I would say the addition of the Luxardo is specifically one of those things that really complements the herbal, peppery notes of the tea super well in this.
Peppery notes. That's what it is.
Right?
know, right?
That's kind of what's
Yeah.
lingering in there.
It is.
And with the apricot and that nice rum that you used, it really gives it this balanced option without being too tart and acidic sweet. Like, I'm typically expecting a pineapple or a citrus.
I know, and
This really-
you put that Luxardo, just that little note at the end with the mint and the apricot and the tea. I don't know. There's such a lovely just marriage that belongs there. It's so good.
And I feel like it will be a long
so
union.
good. It
So
is
good
so
for them
good.
and
It
great
is
for the
so
tea.
good.
Yeah.
And-
Thank you so
Congratulations
much.
on your marriage.
Yeah.
Damn it. I will drink to that.
I really do think this might be one of my favorite cocktails. Like it's really good.
It's so good, Matthew.
I've never-
Damn it.
I've never had that tea syrup before.
The chai spice tea syrup is tough.
You did us good.
I have seen it used a lot with old fashions.
Oh, is there cardamom in this? I'm allergic.
And I think like finding a way to do an old fashioned without going smoky tropical, that's a cool angle.
I love it.
Yeah. So great
Not
palette,
Earl
Matthew.
Grey, it's like a black tea. It's just yummy with that apricot.
It's
I think
super
black-
good.
No, you know what? You know what I love? It's my favorite thing. Is a f***ing John Daly.
John Daly.
That so many people love.
You're bringing golf into this.
I know. Well,
This is a tiki bar.
so many people are like, "What's a John Daly?" And it's an Arnold Palmer with booze, and that's what it is. But I put like a peach vodka in there or something, just to give it a little, it's
Little kick in
so
the
good.
pants.
It's so refreshing, and it, I got a lot of, I got 3 Mother's Day cards.
What in
Three-
the world?
From 3 different people that said I was the John Daly of mothers, and
But thank you for being on the show.
I have to appreciate that. But for people who don't know who John Daly is, I mean, he's just a f***ing badass.
Brandi from Storage Wars is out of control. Brandi, here's a pin for being on the show.
Let's stick a pin in it and say thank you to
He's
Spike.
the maniac of golf,
We can't wait to be back here for your next viewer submission cocktail because this one we enjoyed quite a bit. Thank you so much, Spike.
It's a wild ride. Cheers. Folks, if you enjoyed this, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and if you don't hit that subscribe button,
Brandi will find you.
I will find you.
pardon the cigar, but I mean, we're done, right? The show's over. The guests have left. What a wild ride that was. But dude, Matthew Tepfer and the Tiki Tea Punch, not the Tiki Tea Punch, the Tiki Tea Punch, so good. God. Did Brandi leave this here? Brandi. Didn't even get to ask Hammer what he thought about corks. Dude, I don't know what happened, but I'm glad that you guys could join me for this because, dude. But speaking of the Tiki Tea, even though this doesn't relate to the Tiki Tea in Hollywood, there's a tradition at the Tiki Tea of smoking cigars. So if you're wondering, you're like, what, Spike smokes cigars? Yeah, dude. I used to smoke cigars in the Tiki Tea all the time. For years and years, the actual Tiki Tea got around the cigarette smoking indoors thing by only having family members tend the bar. Like up through the 2000s, you could still smoke in that one bar. And I'm not an avid smoker, but when McBiff comes over, when Justin Scard comes over, we have cigars. So what are you gonna do? This is the first time I've done it on camera though. Oh, I gotta plug in a light. Hey, check out this ashtray that I got at an estate sale. It's a ship's wheel. How rad is that? How rad is that? Nice. I'm excited to have this cocktail, like with no distractions, because it's It was an interesting drink. Okay, quick shake. The funny thing about my guests, of course, you know Brandi from Storage Wars. And then Adam works on the show with Hammer and Brandi. But we barely got to talk to Hammer about his past career. And he's like, dude, I don't really want to talk about my past. And I can respect that. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. He was a vice president at Motown Records. Knew Berry Gordy, or knows Berry Gordy. Knows Smokey Robinson. All these, and it's just like, and I can respect him not wanting to talk about it. And I hope I'm not like crossing any boundaries by talking about it now. But I thought you should know. Like there's a reason why they were on the show. It just kind of spun out a little bit. Okay. Let me do this. We'll put the mint back in. Okay, and so from our Patreon member, this is the Tiki Tea Punch. Cheers. Thanks, Matt. God, that is so good. I urge you folks at home to make this cocktail. It is really worth your time. And I'm not saying that because he's a Patreon member. If it was a bad drink, I'd be like, hey, Matt, you got to go back to the drawing board. But dude, I think it's the tea syrup. As Hammer was saying, I don't know if you could hear him. I think he was off camera. It has a peppery quality to it. Sparky, you want to be on the show? Come here. Come here. There's Sparky. Look at this dog. How you doing? Speak. Speak. We only had like a couple of drinks before we filmed. And I don't know, kind of spun out. And we will definitely have Brandi back on the show. She just kind of had like a weird night, I think. So, I don't know. What are you going to do? Should those microphones be down there? It seems like we're always talking down here. Why are they up there? Off. So, folks, if you enjoyed... Beat it! I already said the whole thing, so... I have to say the Hut glass looks incredible in green. This is the first time I've used it. We've had the Hut glasses for a while now, but I was like, we got to wait until the mugs are done, and then we got to get back into shipping mode. So if you're collecting all the glassware, don't miss this one. If you don't have any of the glassware, don't miss this one. Folks, of course, this episode is sponsored by Tiki Farm. And they actually, hold on. They actually had 2 new mugs just come out. This one was designed by my buddy Ken Ruzick. This one designed by Flounder. Super cool Marquesan guy sitting on a skull. Like, what a rad sculpt. And then this one over here is such a cool concept. It feels like a scroll rolled up with all of the different tikis from all... Oh, dude. Kind of looks like the Marquesan guy. Anyways, go to tikifarm.com or follow Tiki Farm on Instagram for all of their brand new releases. Super cool stuff. And I'm so humbled that Holden and the folks at Tiki Farm would want to sponsor this show. And they help a lot. But the Patreon membership still is very important. So thank you so much to all my Patreon members. And if you're a member of the Patreon, maybe you can have me make a drink. Dude, and if all the drinks are as good as this, I would happily make all the drinks. Dude, what a fun treat this was. I think my cigar went out. All right, aloha.